we got second.
Hang on, can I start that again? That was
It's been an exciting time. Sorry, I've been really busy the last few months racing and growing Birch. So I haven't had time to do one of these, but you know, the racing has just been relentless on track and off track here at Birch. It's been really, really exciting. We've been growing. We've got some cars moving outbound a lot internationally within the UK. We've got some partnerships forming and we're getting motorbikes in now, we're getting cars in, we're getting more parts in, we're working with OEMs, which I can't talk about, but the business is just growing really quickly at the moment. We're now looking at other sites we're about to take over and it's an exciting time for the company. We've had the summer break and I decided to go to Cornwall with my family, which is something I usually do. I just think flying around the world with children is hard work. For you parents out there, you know it's quite hard trying to get them all on the aeroplane in order to hang on and not pull someone's hair in front, you know. It's just a nightmare. And I got 4 wonderful boys, I loved pieces, and for the first time I went surfing with them all. And I actually managed to stand up on the wave with them all on the same wave going towards Mummy, who was stood on the beach. And it was magical memories, and we managed to all squeeze in our Virtue 130 Defender, everyone in, all the bags in, roof box on, and go down to Cornwall. So it was a fantastic trip. So after the summer break, I went straight back into racing to Croft, which I think has been the most successful race weekend this year for me. Nearly qualified P1. I was P1 in Q1, and I was P1 in Q3 for a little bit, but it just dropped, sadly, down to P4, which I was over the moon with. Managed to get them P5 in race 1, and I managed to get P2, and the trophy is so big. I have to come all the way back here so you can see that beautiful trophy. I love the new gold banner we got on it this year, I love it. And then in race 3, I managed to get P8 on the reverse grid with a hard tyre, which is really slow with less hybrid. So the points haul of that was fantastic, so much so it actually moved me from 7th up to 5th in the championship. But I want to quickly rewind now back to Friday and talk you through the whole of the race weekend.
And now we're here at Croft, the second half of the year. And this was a great race for me and my brother when he was in the Cortina here last year. I got a win here, fastest lap. So I'm feeling very positive starting the second half of the year. I had a really strong first half of the year. We're currently 7th in the British Championship. We went away with a few trophies and a win and a couple of fastest laps. Had a great time at Donington Park, obviously opening up the start of the year, and then went into Snetterton and Alton Park with a couple more thirds. But then I had this amazing break with my family, which I really needed, and it was really, really nice, but I missed racing when I came back. I really missed racing. I got back to Surrey. I went back down to Birch, and lots has changed down there. We've now come up with some new boxes called SSUs, these sealed storage units, so we can now store people's private engines or gearboxes, tyres or memorabilia. And we're heavy in storing cars and bikes now and getting some contracts in place for the second half of the year, which is looking very exciting down at Birch, so watch this space. So the plan here at Croft this weekend is to do much the same as last year, get a win. I want to get that first place in so badly, but it's not easy. This is the BTCC, anything can happen. I do think these drivers I race against are getting better and better every year. It's so competitive, but we've done lots of hard work to the car, the chassis. We learned a lot actually at the last round at Alton Park, funnily enough, so I've done a mix match of setups on my car, which I think will suit my driving style for this weekend even more. So I think I'll go a little bit quicker than last year here, or I hope I do. You never know really what's going to happen until you go out on track, so I'm hoping I can, rather than do the talking here, do it on the track. The second half of the year, I think Croft here is probably one of the most exciting circuits for me. It's a real chassis circuit. And actually the one after here is Knock Hill. I mean, you're on 2 wheels on most corners and it's very exciting there. I got a podium there last year as well. I was on the podium with a teammate Tom Ingram and Rob Huff, my old buddy from the World Touring Cars, and it was a fantastic podium last year there as well. So it was a good couple of rounds. I think these two are probably the most excited I'm going to be for the year as I get back to my local circuit at Brands Hatch. So my top 3 moments of 2025 so far for the first half of the year was definitely Donington Park at the start of the year. To get the first win for Team Virtue was fantastic. I was very, very happy with how the car felt handling wise. Second most enjoyable moment for me was at Snetterton when I managed to squeeze another podium out of the car. It's a long lap there, it's a 3-mile lap, lots of tricky corners, and managed to get everything really nicely dialed in on the car and fight off everyone else behind, which was really nice. I really enjoyed Snetterton. And then the last one for the summer break at Alton Park. It was nice to move forwards, you know, qualify 7th, and I went to 5th in race 1, then drove from 5th to 3rd in race 2, and it was all very positive. Biggest challenge is my expectations. I want to do well, and it's managing those. You know, I want to move forwards. There's actually quite a gap now between 7th and 8th in the championship, and there's not very much of a gap between 7th and 3rd in the championship. So if I have a good race weekend, I literally could jump up to 3rd in the championship. That's how close it is between 3rd and 7th. 1st and 2nd are a long way up the road, and 8th and everyone behind's a chunk behind. So I feel at the moment there's going to be this fantastic race between everyone between 3rd and 7th the second half of the year. And I think that's what everyone's going to be watching rather than anything else. They'll be watching obviously between Sutton and Ingram for who's going to be 1st or 2nd. But I think the main thing is going to be between 3rd and 7th for the end of the year. And I've got a little bit of confidence inside me that we figured something out with the car. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can get there by the end of the year and get my 2nd, 3rd in the BTCC Championship. So yeah, between 3rd and 7th, where I am, I've got the 2 Napa cars with Daniel Rowbottom and Dan Camish. I've got my teammate Adam Morgan, who's literally a couple of points ahead of me. It's very close. And I've got Jake Hill, who actually they've just been given a 15 kilo dispensation. They've just made the cars lighter to make them quicker for the second half of the year. So he's for sure, Jake's going to be it's going to be a tough one to beat. Obviously being champion last year, he's going to be very tough, but this is BTCC, anything can happen.
Round 17 is go. Here comes Chilton up the inside of Rowbottom, going in towards the right of Hawthorne. To Dan Rowbottom. It's a Robo win at Croft. 2nd place for Tom Chilton. 3rd to Darrell de Leon.
Oh, she was warm today. It is hot in the car. It was great. It was good racing. We got a lovely big trophy for P2 today. Couldn't quite manage P1, but Dan Rowbottom just a little bit quicker, sadly. But I'm very happy with this. It's all credits Team Birch. We worked very hard on the car this weekend, and it's nice to come back to Croft following year and get another big trophy.
So that's it, we finished Croft and it was extremely exciting, and I think the best weekend so far this year. And that gap between 3rd and 7th is very, very close, but we have now moved up to 5th, so we are going in the right direction. I'm raring to go to get back to Knockhill in a couple of weeks' time. That is 2 wheels, action-packed. It's the best racetrack in Scotland, and I really enjoy seeing all the fans up there. And the racing is so close because it's such a short lap. The qualifying there is outrageous. You can get a whole grid within 9/10 of a second in a lap time. So it's very close, very exciting. And after getting 3rd place there last year, looking forward to more of the same this year. And don't forget to keep an eye out on our blogs for updates on my racing, but also lots of tips on storage. And don't forget to share, like, and comment, and look forward to seeing you all soon.